Today we're going to be making some venison bratwurst. I will be mixing some pork with the venison to grind together to make this bratwurst, and I am cutting up about a 4-pound pork butt, and we only cut off about 2 pounds of that pork butt to mix in with this venison, and it weighs out to be 5 pounds, which is just what we need. Well, we left the meat in the freezer just a little too long. It started out a little rough. Looks like it's grinding dry, but it's really just frozen. But the second grinding will come out really good. And this isn't doing too bad. Now we'll put it all back over in my tub and kind of mix it around and run it through again. And yes, my hands are clean. I wash them constantly anytime I'm handling food. Okay, running it through has a little bit better outcome, as you can see. This is going to turn out really good. And we'll speed up here and get through this. Now, I purchased this Backwoods seasoning for bratwurst. I've used it before. It's really good. It's got everything in it you need, and this is for 5 pounds. I want to mix it up with 5 ounces of water. Mix it up so it dissolves real good, and then I'm going to pour it into the meat a little at a time and mix it all together. Pour about half of it in there, mix it around, mix it into it real good, and then we'll pour the other half in there and continue mixing it. And again, you just mix and mix and mix until you think you mixed enough. Well, keep mixing. You want to make sure you got all that seasoning incorporated into all that meat really good. Now we add the second half of it and continue mixing. And the more you mix, the more the meat becomes more sticky, tacky, and that's what you want. Well, we make a little patty, stick it to the bottom of our glove, see if it'll stick, and it did. It passed the test. Now we're going to set it back in the refrigerator and let it chill for a while. And we'll be getting the stuffer ready. After a couple hours, we get the meat out, and we load the hopper of the stuffer. And I load the hopper by just putting the meat in there and then pressing it down all around to work the air out of it. You want to work all the air out of it you can. And we have the stuffing hopper filled with 5 pounds of meat. This one holds 7 pounds. And we'll connect the hopper to the press, get it ready. And we'll get the tube. Now this is a 3/4 inch tube that we're going to be using. And we'll be using the 32 to 35 millimeter hog casing. Been buying these gloves for a while. Same company. Open a new box, got a different colored glove in it. Okay, our hog casings have been rinsed and everything, soaking for about an hour. Now we're gonna open one up and load it with some water so it'll slide on this tube easy, and to help load the sausages into this a lot easier. And we'll get the casing up on the tube and we'll be ready to stuff some sausage here. Now I found that 2 hog casings will do 5 pounds. I always have 3 ready just in case. Now we'll get this tied off, get it ready, and we'll start stuffing those sausages. Now we'll run out about 4 or 5 inches, and then we're going to twist it. We're twisting it away from us. The next one we'll want to twist towards it. And as you're cranking out the sausage, keep a little bit of resistance so to fill that hog casing more evenly. Which you can tell mine aren't real even, but they'd work. Well, now we'll get these cranked on out of there. But as you crank them out, you turn one way, you turn one the other way. And sometimes you run into a little bit of trouble, you cut a link out, retie it, and keep it going. And once you get to the end, leave enough hog casing so you can tie it off. And also, if you want to, you can use string to make your links. At each link there, just tie a string around it. But I prefer doing it this way. We'll get this second hog casing on there and get it filled. Now we'll start cranking out some more sausages. Well, we had a blowout, so we'll disconnect it, take the meat out of it, and put it back in the hopper. Tie the casing back off and continue on. Put a little hole in there to get that air out. Now we'll crank these on out and get the rest of these finished up. And we'll tie the links off on this one. Hey, we found the end of it. Now we'll set them back in the refrigerator for a bit. Now we remove them from the refrigerator and we'll poke holes around the air pockets in them and release that air. Should have done this before I put them in the refrigerator. And we'll cut the links, and I'm going to package these and freeze them. And then these will be for grilling or cooking or however you want to do it. Now when you're ready to have some bratwurst, get a couple of these out of the freezer, thaw them out, and then put them on the grill and grill them, fry them, bake them, boil them, however you want to have them. Hey, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, I hope you consider subscribing.